What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the 40th anniversary filming locations of Pee-wee's Big Adventure, a Tim Burton film from 1985, 40 years. Rest in peace to Paul Rubens. We're going to go all around Los Angeles and the greater surrounding area, Pasadena, in search for all the spots for Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And anything we don't hit on this tour, we're going to hit in part 2 that I do later in the year, because it's going to be a big year for this film. So let's go, one of my favorite films of all time, Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Let's go. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. This is going to be a very lengthy 40th anniversary filming location tour, and we start here outside of King Gillette Ranch. And we first see Pee-wee coming down here by all these white fences on his bike, and he's in the Tour de France. Wow, can't believe these white fences are still here in the mountains. Wow. 40 years later. 40 years later. Filmed all the way down there too. Remember, Pee-wee, share the road.
This right here is this.
There you go. Yeah.
You can see how it sinks in the middle if that house wasn't there. And then there's a little gulch right there. That's right there.
Wow. There you go.
And then this hill pops up right there.
Yeah.
Bushes are still boom. Boom. Check this out.
There's even more you can match up. Look at this.
This pole right there
Yep.
is that one.
There it is.
And look, these two trees up here.
Wow. It's actually look exactly the same.
Dude.
Never quit. Just keep pushing it down the road. You'll find more. Look at that.
This whole like scene looks like a fake Tim Burton set, because it's all like
Right.
the way the hills are just rolling and stuff. I always thought it was like super fake looking, but it's
Almost like a
there,
matte
there it
painting.
is. It's real. Like, look at that.
Yeah.
It starts to dip back up.
Pee-wee passing them.
That tree. Boom.
Jeez. So cool. So there you go. These are all seen in the movie from almost 40 years ago. This is nuts. This is the road he ends his race on. You're at King Gillette Ranch. Give you a good shot of all of these trees. These are the trees. It's 40 years later. This is crazy. As the race finishes, Pee-wee approaches this way, and he's crowned first place. Unbelievable, all these trees. Very similar to the way they were almost 40 years ago. Pretty cool. Incredible. This is where he was crowned. This is the field in which he was crowned. First place. That amazing score by Danny Elfman. Too bad that one on the left has seen better days. That was in the film too, but this one still stands. This is incredible. The Tour de France scene. Pee-wee, first place. And then he wakes up in his bed. And here we are. One and only Pee-wee's house from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. 1848 Oxley. 1985. He came out after his breakfast, had everything on the lawn, the rocket ship, Mr. Crabtree, open this window right here. Okay, Peewee. Peewee head down this path, back by the garage. And just at the back of the house, to punch in his code, his secretive code. Head over to the hedges to get his bike. Good morning. I'm here. Hollywood Museum and check out one of his bikes. So we'll have that go down later in the video. Peewee came up this path here with his bike as Mark Holton, playing Francis, came this direction. They met up right here on the corner. Morning, Peewee. Get a lot of shots of Mr. Crabtree's house here. Over Paul Rubens' shoulder, you can actually see the stairs here and some of the stonework.
I'm listening to reason. Peewee!
Yeah, the birds are very vocal today. Shh. Listening to reason. Like Paul Rubens, rest in peace, he fell laughing right here when he says, "Guess what I want? Your bike." Oh, Peewee. That's pretty cool. This is just such a legendary spot, especially after the death of Paul Rubens. Forever in our hearts. It's almost like you can feel his presence anytime you're here. Shot here of the neighbor's house to the left of Peewee's, so you can see the porch and stuff when this bush and this tree were not as grown up. You can see it when he comes out of the house in the morning. Such a cool house. So jealous of the people who live here. Of course, when Paul passed, there were flowers and all kinds of stuff. This guy changed the world. Changed the world of comedy. Just got my coffee. Remembering Paul Rubens. Paul Rubens. And Pee-wee's Big Adventure, far and away my favorite film of his. Tim Burton, 1985. The score in the film, incredible. Tim Burton. Danny Elfman. I watch this film on a weekly basis, at least once a week. It's kind of a comfort film. I put it on when I'm going to sleep. I put it on when I just have nothing else to watch, or I'm sick of every other movie. I do not ever get sick of Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
In Little China.
In Little China. There's Francis right there. There's him getting wrestled with in the pool. We got Twisted Sister. The Warner Brothers back lot.
You got Francis
Dottie.
Lopan.
Francis Lopan. Peewee holding the snakes. Look at that. And so, you have actually had Mr. T cereal.
I have.
Yeah, so he gets up in the morning, has his Mr. T cereal. I've never had it because...
It's like Captain Crunch.
Okay, it tastes like Captain Crunch.
From what I remember, it was a long time ago.
Captain Crunch.
I was a little kid.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Pee-wee's breakfast of choice. Breakfast of champions. Really cool though. Mark Holton. Love Mark Holton in the Gacy movie. And of course Leprechaun. He played Ozzy in Leprechaun. That was awesome. We'll go to the Hollywood Museum before returning here and check out the bike. Very special part in the episode here because we're gonna check out the bike. One of which, check it out. The story of a rebel and his bike. Here we go. There's Pee-wee's bike right here. I believe this is one of quite a few that they used for the film. So, not exactly sure which exact scenes this was used in, but you can see the wear on his lion. Push, push, push. Push, push, push. can't do this ultimate adventure filming locations tour without laying our eyes on the bike, or at least one of. We also have his screen-worn suit from Pee-wee's Playhouse, 1986 to 1991. Paul Rubens wore this. It's a picture of him there. Rest in peace, Paul Rubens. Yeah. The shoes and everything. The shoes and the suit. Mr. Herman. Wish we could take it out and ride it. Ride it through that park. Pretty cool though. There's a shot of him there, swinging from the vine on one of the studio back lots, Warner Brothers. There we go. Film poster right there. I wish I could have that poster too. So, another shot of the house there. Peewee comes out with his bike after he's done talking to Francis. I love that story. And he takes off to the park. The legendary bike ride. Yeah, we're doing some Pee-wee's Big Adventure, squirrels. So Pee-wee enters the park right here. You actually see these trees prominently in the film. They've grown up a lot since, but Pee-wee enters the park from over here on his bike, and he's riding this way when you first see him. And here's a shot here. Notice these trees right there, that one to the left and the one to the right. That's those right there, the left and the right across the path by the garbage can. Jesse's phone is very sunny out, so as he goes by those first two trees, you then see him pass by these two that have also grown up significantly. Check this out. There's that tree to the left and that one there to the right with the fork. Left and the right with the fork. Look how much they've grown up. They've actually changed in color. I mean, 1985 to 2024.
They still look pretty much the same.
Yeah,
these are the only two I can really match up, like, walking around this.
That's right. Like, this is a big park, and they used a couple paths. We're going to show both, but this is the first one he rides down. So he goes right by these two trees, and then by these two. You can still match those up. Here you see him coming when he comes back up the path in the next shot, and that's that tree right there. So that's perfectly matchable still.
And then there's this one right here.
That one there.
Hold up, let me go a little bit further.
It's way over there, but you can still see it. You can't make it out on my camera, but okay, there it is.
You can see the angle that it's tilted.
Okay, yeah.
And the color, it's
that's
like
right.
kind of white.
See that right there? Take a look at this little squirrel. And that's that tree right there. That's the tree right there, squirrel. I'm not lying to you. I got no reason to lie to you, man. Get back in your hole. Get back in your hole. Whoa! Shot here of him driving his bike up this path. If you look at the path behind him right there, and the trees, some of which have been removed or changed, that's this path right here. Again, they used a different lens, but he's about right in this spot with his bike. You can tell because you can see the other two paths to the right over here, and you can see the end of the path there if you look carefully enough. We've done our homework. Sure, these BMXers, when they start doing their tricks, if you notice these paths on the other side here, that's these paths over there. So these trees were here. Some of these trees, as I said, have changed, but still, if you look at the clip of them riding the bike, yeah, this was all done right here on this path. Paul Rubens giving the evil winking eye. He's got a trick up his sleeve, and I believe this shot was taken right about here. So many of the trees have been taken down since.
But you can see where how the path curves up around to the left.
Yeah,
there.
yeah, definitely the curve in the path is what gives it away. And along with that, we have already matched up those other trees as we did it when we got here. But
it's really hard because a lot of the trees are gone.
Yeah, so they filmed both ways on this path. He's first coming this way, and then he's coming this way.
So in this one, he's riding up this way, and then when it cuts again, well, he's doing his wheelies.
Yeah, the wheelies.
But when it cuts again, this part is a different path.
Okay.
This part is this path over here.
Accompanying us on this filming location venture. So this is the other path right here. As you see him here, crossing his legs over the handlebars. Notice that tree over his left shoulder. Be the right, the way we're looking at it. This is one with the garbage can right here.
And you can see there's three paths that intersect. 1, 2,
Right.
3.
Right, all the intersecting paths here. You can see them on both sides. I think they definitely utilize some of Oxley and Milan, but it's hard to say exactly and hard to tell exactly which street he's coming down before his bike spill occurs right here. I've said before that it's Milan, but we just looked at a screen grab and it's hard to kind of tell when you see some of the street poles and stuff. Almost looks like a slightly different area, but I think they definitely utilize some of Milan on his way back from the park. You can see him in the middle heading back, and you can still see the street sign here. We're gonna go check out this stop on the pavement here. This house here with the Spanish roof is the same. And all these trees right there, I mean this tree right here, that's that one right there. So it's pretty cool to see that this house right here, like he was right in the middle of the screen heading back this way on Oxley, and you can make out that Spanish roof right there. Can't believe the stop right here is still on the pavement. This is the original. This is the actual one. He bikes right over. This here was a screen used home. 1904 Oxley. He was riding right down this way. Pretty cool. There's one street over here from the Halloween hedge, the Michael Myers hedge, in the Mama's family house. Directly across the street from 1848, Peewee's house, is actually where he has the bike crash. So there was no fence up at the time. Flying in front of this stop sign and the Milan sign onto this property. I meant to do that. So down here on the 3rd Street Promenade would be where Peewee comes biking after we see him take his bike spill. He's down here. And this is where his bike got stolen.
I'll be right back.
Rolling up here on his bike, and he chains it up right around this area, close to this stack of books. And you can tell because these windows are the only thing he can really still match up. But he heads across the street to what was the joke shop. It's now Kitchen United Mix. That's where the joke shop was over here. So he gets his boomerang bow tie, since it came in red. Daddy! Certain things you wouldn't understand, things you shouldn't understand. I'm a loner, Dottie. A rebel. So long, Dot. Right here. Then he comes skipping out here, back to where his bike was chained up, in a very good mood. One of the most horrific scenes in cinema history. Peewee's bike was stolen, the broken chain, the clown laughing at him. That was all right here. Oh, poor Peewee. Literally all you can match up is above the Johnny Rockets here. That row of windows and brick there. But still pretty cool. This is where that legendary scene took place. Pretty much the only thing that you can match up that's still there from the film is this row of windows up here. And you only see the right side right here. Right over here where his bike would have been chained. I think they did do the scene. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they did do the scene where he's just waiting and he's seeing all the different types of bikes go by. But this is where the bike was stolen right here. This is where that clown was. In fact, just before I left this morning, Francis offered to... Francis! Brings us over here, 401 South Hudson Avenue. That's Francis's house. It can be hard to see because a lot of the trees have grown up significantly, and of course they filmed on the other side of the gate. There is a gate. That's That's Mark Holton, Francis's house in the film. This is actually my first time here at Francis's house. I knew it was hard to see, but still make it out from a couple of different angles. Or if they filmed that whole pool scene in there, I'm not positive. They very well probably did. But Peewee, Francis is upstairs in the pool, having fun in the pool, and then Peewee busts in, and they have their wrestling match in the pool. Francis, we're breaking the door down. Put the camera above the gate here. Hard to see the front door, of course, right up to the gate, but that was Professor Tanaka, of course, who answered the door. He's taken part in, you know, he used to be a wrestler, and he played Oddjob in Goldfinger. So one of the coolest Bond villains. He's a thief! He stole my bike! I swear I didn't do it, Dad! Peewee, the Buxtons are not thieves. He couldn't have stole your bike. Been setting up his birthday train set all day. Gee, I'm really sorry. I hope we won't have to have the authorities called, do we, Mr. Buxton? Gonna back it up here. Get one more angle of Francis's house here. Back up across the street. Certainly see it a little bit better. Cool, get a better shot of the side of the house right there. Mr. Crabtree's. Mr. Crabtree! No out of my lawn now. Okay, Peewee. Mr. Crabtree is such a nice man. Good for you and your father. So guess what I want? A new brain! This is where Peewee starts hitchhiking. Right here. Pretty cool. You know, because this white building right here, it's easy to tell. Like, this tree was in there too, but it's grown up, obviously, over, oh, geez, nearly 4 decades. Like, that's the tree though, and you can see that behind him, so. So here's where Mickey finally pulls over and picks him up. Thanks for stopping. See, that telephone pole is still there. They took a left, and his bike kept going straight. So now it was just right here. Him and Mickey are coming up here. They took a left. Bike went straight. Of course, the road itself has changed quite a bit. His bike continues on that way. I think I get off right here. Voila. Check it. The Cabazon Dinosaurs. Right after large Marge drops him off. Of course, it wouldn't have been off this highway, but here we are, 4 o'clock in the morning. Cabazon Dinosaurs. Look at that. Nice shot of that. It's too bad they're not lit up just like they were in the film, but we will get closer shots of the dinosaurs at night. Stand on the grounds in which the Wheel Inn once stood. Signs right there, straight ahead. I would be standing inside the Wheel Inn in about 30 seconds once I get over this portion of this now vacant lot that stands right beside the Eat sign, Wheel Inn Restaurant. I will get another good shot of it during the day. My wallet's gone.
Marge sent me.
Standing in the ruins of the Wheel Inn. Of course, there's not many ruins left, just a vacant lot with the signs here, which is awesome. It was 10 years ago. A night just like tonight. Why? Tonight's the anniversary. Deadliest accident I've ever seen. That means the large Marge I was driving with was... Large Marge. Get a shot of the big T-Rex over here real quick. Wish I could have been here when they painted the T-Rex in Peewee's suit right after he passed. Rest in peace, Paul Rubens. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, 1985. We're doing the whole adventure. Every spot. At least they do light up his eyes and his mouth at night. What'd you say, Large Marge? She just dropped me off. It would have been this dinosaur over here that Simone and Peewee went up in. Oh, isn't he beautiful? Night, huh?
Andy!
We got it in full daylight now. Full daylight, you can see all the mountains. Absolutely breathtaking. Look at that. See those mountains in the background. Peewee and Simone come out of the dinosaur. There's a fence up now that you couldn't really see at nighttime, but it sucks they put up a fence so you You have to kind of pay to get to the stairs and get up in there. But Andy is where they ran here. And Peewee pretty much comes this way. Gonna run the same path Paul Rubens did in 1985. Behind this flag. Ah! Ah! About the angle you get over here. Large Marge drops them off. Also, now that the sun is up over the Cabazon Dinosaurs, all these beautiful mountains, and what's left of the Wheel Inn. A little bit better shot. See a bit more of it than you could at night. Look at that infamous sign. Never been touched up. Wheel Inn restaurant, open 24 hours. Home cooking. I'm gonna go up and touch the sign. Touched it. Large Marge sent me. Here's the actual area. They did not film up in here inside of Rex's head. It was just small. This was done on a soundstage. Still awesome to come up here and take a peek. Very windy, gusty day. There's Diney. There's Diney. There for a sardine? Imported. Corn and I don't care, Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Where they filmed all the scenes for the Alamo, San Fernando mission. There's gift shop and everything except the Alamo exterior, obviously, in Texas, was filmed here. So let's check it out.
Hi, and welcome to the San Antonio.
You can actually see this right there. It's an artifact from the film. Of course, he enters over here. And the windows.
So he passes. One window, two windows. There's another window there, and then I'm pretty sure that mural was probably there.
In a different order. So this is the room where he's basically told, hold all questions till the end of the tour, please.
Excuse me, Tina, but could we go straight
I
to
tell
the...
you what.
Mostly just covering all the rooms used for Pee-wee's Big Adventure. The tour makes its way in here. There's some really cool things to look at. I wish I had all the time in the world here to check out the whole museum. Really cool piano over there. But it's really right behind us. She's giving the tour. Here we go. Check this out. There's those windows right there. There's the lady giving the tour. Look at that. It's right there in front of the windows. Look at that. Pretty much everything here. Look at that. Notice the stone here. The windows.
Women. Here they are preparing many.
Hey, that's a really cool figure to the left of her. And there it is. Super cool. Here's Peewee, impatiently waiting so he can see the basement. That's right in this doorway right here.
I'm like right there.
That's awesome. Take a look. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Got another screen grab here. Check
And you
it.
can see the electrical box over here behind the door.
Okay, that electrical box there to the left. There's Peewee at the back with the two guys in the hats. Yeah, so it was a cage then. Now it's like bars, but still all this. Look at this electrical box right there. Peewee's right here rolling his eyes. I know this is a Pee-wee's Big Adventure filming location tour, but this is a filming location from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. We're at the Alamo. Trying to look for the basement. We're trying to look for the basement. Sir, have you seen the basement? When are we gonna see the basement?
Under the command of General Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna.
Got Jane Hook here, and that is the same fountain. Look at this. It's the fountain right there. This was shot in front of the fountain. You can actually see the whole building behind her as well. They filmed in front of here. It's pretty cool. The fountain's changed a lot. It was all one color in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, but it is the same fountain. Same shape and everything. It's pretty cool. There's more trees over here, but behind her you can actually see that arched door and a window over here. Yeah, oh yeah, here's a better shot here. So this is taken from further back when she's giving the tour. But look to the left, you see that arched door, and you see the windows above it. That's all right over here. It's just a couple trees in the way. Same fountain. That's her standing in front of the fountain right there. Building we just walked up to. Look at those two palm trees. Those were there in the film. Look, they're right there. So there's two gift shop entryways. We had to figure out which one was which. This is the one you see in the film. Check out this shot here. You'll notice there's another door to the left, which isn't by the other one. And obviously the gift shop logo has changed a little bit. There's been another paint job. Look at those two windows. Those ones are really close together. It's kind of like this paint runoff here. That's not at the other gift shop entry. So if you're looking at the right one for the film, it's the one on the left, not that one down there.
The Alamo.
Are we gonna see the basement? There's no basement at the Alamo. Au revoir, Simone. Au revoir. You can see all this, just like this in the movie. Used to be just painted white. The building looking a little whiter. Roof's still the same. So the bus was there on the right of the building, and the bench that Pee-wee was sitting on was right here under the stairs to the left. Just over here. Little baby palms. These could be some of the smallest little palms I've ever seen. And this is right where the bench was, right here. So Pee-wee was waiting on the bench there. Back that up a bit. Man, it looks really cool. We're just staying 2 minutes away from here. So it's pretty cool. Grand Central Air Terminal, Glendale. I'm going to Paris, Pee-wee. Paris. Au revoir, Simone. Au revoir, Pee-wee. Au revoir. Just peek in here at the whole area. Phone booth right here. And the bus is parked over here. Right side of the building. He's walking with Simone right here. Still from this area, there's two phone booths right there, right on the corner, right here, and the bus was just right here. But one of those phone booths was also where he makes the call to Dottie. I've learned something out here on the road, Dottie. Humility. It's right in there. So still can't get through the gate even from the back, but at least back here you get the proper angle. And you see that was the ticket booth right there. That balcony is still the same, and there's a squiggly piece of architecture mentioned earlier, and then a little there's these mini 3 stone pillars within the wall right there. That's still the same. Anyways, looks great from back here anyway. The mountains in the background and the palm trees. That was the ticket booth. Get a Duck Andy at. Just noticing on the pavement it actually spells out terminal. There's the T, Jesse's on the E. Terminal. Terminal. That's pretty neat. Au revoir, Peewee. Au revoir. Rest in peace, Paul Rubens. Really cool architecture. Pretty impressive. Next on the Pee-wee's Big Adventure filming location tour, Pee-wee's Playhouse of 1,000 Corpses. I know you're dead, but I'm alive. Okay, heading to another location. Anybody ever tell you this is the club of the Satan's helpers? Nobody hit me to that, dude. It's off limits. Oh, my mistake. This Mexican food and market was the biker bar in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. It's pretty awesome. They had their motorbikes out here. Obviously, this place has changed a lot since the filming of the movie. We'll try to step in and get a shot of where Pee-wee was doing the tequila dance. 'Cause that's pretty legendary. You should try. They had all their motorbikes out here. You can get some Mexican food. All right, pretty cool. Had to stop in here and check it out. Pee-wee doing the tequila dance.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Payphone right there. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. In this general vicinity. Knocks over all the motorcycles over here. So we go. Definitely looks like he was doing the tequila dance right in the middle. Everyone.
I think he jumped on the bar somewhere.
Oh yeah, he does jump up on the bar, yeah. Bar is not there anymore though. It's too bad it's not like exactly the same, but look cool. You can come here if you want a little Mexican, I guess. A little Mexican food. Yeah, starts up the motorbike. Takes off. Crashes through the sign. So the sign would have been right over here. And it's back to the hospital. So yeah, it used to just be dirt. But you can notice that pole right there. And sand mountain ranges. Pretty cool. It's where he had his spill. His motorcycle spill. He does everything in this movie. He even gets into a motorcycle accident. It's crashed through the Apache sign. So the sign beside it is gone, but yeah, all those poles are still the exact same. I hope they don't ever change that. Warner Brothers water tower right there. And these are the back lots in which they recorded most of the scenes with Twisted Sister, and the studios were a studio where he gets his bike back. He's crashing through all the sets. Beautiful Warner Brothers water tower. So I mean, these lots are just
heavily used for Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Basically every other spot we're not actually going to and showing you when he's on his adventure to get his bike back. If we're not showing it to you, it's because it was filmed here. You can see many of the studios, a couple of which obviously used in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Pretty cool. I love these trees. I love the back of these studios. That's something else. Where else in the world do you see that? And just imagine Pee-wee breaking through all the sets down here. One of the entryways that Pee-wee came in, if you look at the walls here, it can actually be pretty well matched up. I mean, the walls are similar on the other side too, but like I said, it's more private for shooting over here. And they might have actually, yeah, used this area. So just look at these walls. You see these, you see the walls right here behind this gentleman's head. These windows here. Walls the exact same. Could have, it probably very well was this entryway. Pee-wee's highlights of awards, nominations, and wins. Nominated for the Pee-wee Herman Show in 2011. Standing Variety. Murphy Brown. Christmas at Pee-wee's Playhouse. He won for Pee-wee's Playhouse in '91 for Outstanding Graphics and Title Design. Nominated Pee-wee's Playhouse '91. Wow. Feel free to pause. You can pause the video and read out some of his nominations and accomplishments right here. Yeah, the guy accomplished a lot with this character, man. Not only changed his life, but it changed all of our lives. It's him watching his movie at the drive-in at the end. All right, that's gonna do it for now, everybody. Please don't miss the second locations tour I do for Pee-wee's Big Adventure's 40th anniversary later this year. Big year for Pee-wee fans. And once again, rest in peace to Paul Reubens. Please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're new here. It'll let you know when a new episode goes up. Never know what you may be missing here on the Mr. Thrasha Show.
Like this.